Hello, guys. Welcome back. Welcome from England.
We're very happy to have all of you here, and it's a lovely day here in England with lots of sun. It's an enjoyable day outside, and we've had a really great morning here.
And also, we have really great topics to share with you today. It's about worrying versus
Trusting in God.
follow us.
Yeah, very welcome, and let's hope you will be inspired and enjoy today's program. So we came to this park. We had a beautiful walk through a rose garden, watching all the beautiful flowers. There's actually more flowers than only roses. So it was really beautiful, and they smell really lovely. Only Philip had a little bit of allergy from something, but maybe, we don't know.
That's how we ended up here actually in this park because of the
We
allergy.
took a little bit more of a walk, and then we came to this beautiful place. This is more open, and it's really nice. But we really enjoyed it. There's so many different colors of the flowers, and they're really pretty. And yeah, it's really beautiful. And as well now it's like a great summer day, so it's a really nice time to sit down, and we're gonna have a small picnic soon. So we came to just to relax and sit down in this park.
So, guys, we are going to have some picnic here.
Yeah.
I've got some delicious
What did we bring
food.
today?
We have some all butter chocolate
crepes.
buns.
Yeah.
We have some fruits.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, very healthy. We have some
Nuts.
cashew nuts, peanuts, and
Yeah.
nuts.
And what else?
And we have some crisp. We have banana. We have
We have water.
water. We have cakes.
Oh.
We have some chocolate.
Oh.
And we have something special here. What is this, Amar?
Oh. I think it's a board game.
It's a board game. So it's do you know what this game is about? Where this originated and where it's played most? Well, I was introduced in Sweden at Amanda's house. Do you know anything about this game, Amar? What is it called?
Yeah, it's called Kalaha. And I think it originated in Africa or something. And yeah, it's a really fun game.
Tan 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 tan.
This is the Kalaha.
This is the Kalaha. Ready to see Amanda losing this game?
Hello everyone, and welcome back today again. It's very happy to have all of you here with us, and I hope that you will be inspired and blessed by today's topic. So today I would like to talk about worrying versus trusting in God. And for me, and I think especially for many women, this is a big struggle in our lives. It's something that we also, many men as well, I believe, but as women, I think that sometimes we think too much and we overthink very easily because we think about all the details and how will things go. We think about the past and the future and here and there, so many details. And sometimes men are very, much more simple. And I learned that from my husband, how he sometimes tells me off for being like, do you think too much? When for him, it's just simple, like you go here, you do that, and that's it. You don't have to think too much about it. So something that I've learned from him is to put my thoughts away and just to focus on the here and now sometimes. So something that worrying does in our lives is also that it binds us to negative thoughts and to feeling discouraged. And also it steals our joy and our hope for a good outcome of the circumstances. So when we put away our worries, everything feels so much easier. Like if we don't think negatively in a situation, everything feels so light and we feel joyful doing our tasks, doing the thing that we need to do. And our life feels so much lighter and fun and hopeful. An example I would like to give about that was a few weeks ago I needed to write an essay about a certain topic in my studies as I'm studying to become a nurse. And in this essay, the instructions for how to write it was very difficult for me to understand, like exactly what to include, what not to include in it. And it's also very difficult since I haven't studied for a long time. I need to learn again how to write academically and to add references in the writing. And that's, yeah, it can be very, very tricky because it's like, it's not even a long text, but adding references and adding all the things that has to be there is very difficult. So I was worrying and overthinking a lot about the task, like how do I do it? And even starting was very difficult. But luckily my husband was also there and he encouraged me. He said that, no, you can do it. Don't think too much, it just start and you can do it. I believe in you. Sometimes we need that push from someone else. And also we need to make that choice in ourselves to start to think positively and to think that we can do it. Sometimes we bug ourselves down in our own thinking that we cannot do it. And that is not good and it's not helpful. So if we start to think positively, it will be so much easier. So I'm not a supporter of like independency and that we can do everything by ourselves, but I believe that we will need other people in our lives. Sometimes we need encouragement from someone else. But we also need to take that step and take that choice in our life to change, to start thinking positively and to not to bug ourselves down. And sometimes that is a personal choice that we need to do in that situation. As well, like when I was going to write that essay, I was feeling very down and focusing too much on my feelings. But sometimes we need to like put that discouragement and those feelings of not being able to do it, we need to push that away and start to believing that we can actually do it. And to start believing in the encouragements that we have received already. So I would like to encourage you with that. And that's if you have a big challenge ahead of you, to start thinking positively and lay aside all the worries, because you don't need them. And I would like to add a Bible verse that is very often shared about worrying, but I believe that it's so important to remind ourselves of it. And it's from Matthew 6 and verse 25 to 27. It says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they are? Can any of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life?" And that is so true, that worrying, when we worry about something, it does not add anything to the situation. It does not help, it does not make a change to the situation, and it does not make it feel easier. It does not help us to manage the situation more easily, and it does not help anyone around us even. In the next part, I will continue talking about how we can change from worrying to thinking positively and what we need to do instead. So welcome back and join us in the next part.
So guys, we had some nice snacks, delicious food. Now is the time to play the game. So how are you feeling, Amo? Are you feeling cold?
Yeah, so it was starting to get really chilly and cloudy. So I was feeling a bit cold, so I got one extra jacket on. That was really nice that our friend could lend me his jackets. So So we wanted to show you guys how to play this game, and let's see who's the winner of today.
Definitely the champion Amanda is not going to be the winner today.
In this game we go like always round and round, but so for example, if this is my home base, only I will put the beads in this one, and this is his home base, so only he will put beads in this one when he passes by. If you finish one round in your own home base, you get to play one more. You get one more turn. If, for example, one is empty like this, and I'm going around and I finish in here, because this is my side basically, and this is his side. So if I finish in here, I will get his ones, and I'll put all of them in here, and it's my turn again.
So what is the aim of the game?
The aim of the game is to have the most in here when everything else is empty, to have the most beads in your own home base. So, shall we try it?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh no!
No, not yet actually. I'll get this one.
I am losing, guys,
You have
and
one more. You guys still have one more?
I still have one more move,
Some
but
more moves.
some more
probably.
move, but you won.
Not yet.
Not yet, you think? Okay, let's do this. Why don't we do this?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we do this?
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. I think you will get all of this. So now, because it will be your turn,
Yeah.
and you don't have anything here, you will get all of this.
Okay, at least I get something before I lose. But unfortunately, Amanda won.
So-
Unfortunately, no.
They
It's good
won.
that you won. I couldn't
I
win.
won.
Sad, but
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. Next time maybe I'll win.
Oh, yeah, let's see. Hello everyone and welcome back. So I would like to continue and talking about how we can put this into practice to stop worrying. How can we really stop worrying about things in our daily lives? So I would like to share a Bible verse with you in this topic. It's from Matthew, let me find it. It's from Matthew 6, verse 33. Where it says, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you as well." So that's something that I've learned in my life, is that the first step of not worrying is to focus on God, to focus on what he wants for my life, and to really trust in that he wants what's best for me. To have that trust and that personal relationship with him where I can trust and know that he wants what's best for me. So if I know that I'm walking in the right way, that I'm doing exactly what he has asked me to do, I can also trust that he will bring me through it, that he will be with me all the way through, and then I don't have to worry about the circumstances or about anything that's happening. So that's something that I also saw when I was writing this essay that I shared with you earlier, about that when I didn't know how to do it or exactly what to do, I could just trust in God that no, it doesn't matter. It's not about the grace. It's not about how good I do it, but God is with me and he will bring me through it. And that's all that matters. It doesn't have to be perfect. And yeah, it doesn't have to be, everything doesn't have to be according to my own standards, but according to God's standards. That's what's important. The important part is to do my best, and God will do the rest. And this also reminded me about the story when the disciples are in the boat with Jesus. I would like to read that story with you. It's from Luke chapter 8, verse 22 to 24, where it says that one day Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us go over to the other side of the lake." So they got into a boat and set out. As they sailed, he fell asleep. A A squall came down on the lake so that the boat was being swamped, and they were in great danger. The disciples went and woke him, saying, Master, Master, we are going to drown. He got up and rebuked the wind, the raging waters, the storm, and the storm subsided, and all was calm. So that verse really speaks about how Jesus was in the boat with the disciples, but they didn't have that trust yet. They didn't have that relationship with him yet, that they could trust him no matter the circumstances. And what he says later on is, where is your faith? So to trust God, because sometimes we cannot see him with our spiritual eyes. We can see him, we can know him, and we can feel him close to us. But with our physical eyes, we cannot see him. That means, because of that, we need to have faith. We need to have faith and trust in him, no matter what. And faith we can build with taking steps of faith in God. So when we take steps of faith, that means that we take some sort of risk, only because God tells us to, only because of trusting God. It can start with something small. Maybe God gives you like a small hint to go and share a word with someone next to you, in church or during worship or any time a day. Or maybe God is encouraging you to, like for me, something that I learned was when I was gonna go for a mission trip with YWAM. I was gonna go for a trip to Colombia and assist in leading a group of teenagers and young people to go for a trip and to share the gospel in Colombia. But I didn't have the money for it yet. And still, after having prayed about it, like when God was telling us where to go, he had given me words about going to Colombia, and I had a lot of peace about it. I felt like I'm supposed to go and it would be great, and I think that God wants me to go. But I didn't have like the physical, like, the money I didn't have yet. So the physical, like whatever I needed in that circumstance, I didn't have it, and I couldn't see that yet. And even some of the people in that same YWAM base with me, they said maybe you should start to consider not going because you don't have the finances for it yet. And that was just 2 weeks before the trip was gonna happen. And still I felt like, no, God is saying that I should go, and I prayed together with my friends about it, and they said, no, you should go. We feel like you should go. Or like God gave them a specific word about it as well. So that, at that time I took the step of faith to continue believing in what God was telling me in that moment. So God was telling me to go. So I took the step of faith to say, no, I'm gonna go. It doesn't matter, I don't have anything yet, but I believe it will come before I need it, before I have to pay the tickets. So 1 week before the trip, I got a donation from someone, I don't remember from where or from who, but someone gave me exactly the whole amount that I needed for the trip, which was about 7,000 Swedish crowns. And it just came like out of nowhere, even though, I didn't know those people so well, still it just came in. So that is a step of faith, when we trust in something that God is saying to us. It doesn't have to be a big thing like going for a trip, but it can start with small things. So going back to the story about the disciples with Jesus, in the boat with Jesus, like if they would have had that relationship already, they might not have worried, they might have also taken a nap with Jesus in the boat, and then the storm wouldn't have come because they didn't need that growth in that moment. So in that moment, Jesus wanted God wanted to challenge them and test their faith. And Jesus was with them in the boat, so they could completely trust that because he's with them, nothing bad is gonna happen. It's the same thing in our lives. Because Jesus is with us, we can trust that no matter what happens, no matter the circumstances, he will bring us through it. No matter if there's a storm around our boat, around our situation, or where we're standing. No matter if it looks like we're gonna drown, but if God is with us, and if we can know that, if we trust in that, nothing bad is gonna take us down. So that is something that also, for me myself, I also need that to remember that in my daily life, when things seem difficult, when I have hard essays to write, I need to also remember every single day that God is with me and that He wants what's best for me. And if I know that, I will not worry about anything. There's nothing that I need to worry about. So I would like to encourage you with that God is with you. And especially if you seek Him, if you seek to do what He wants for your life. If you have not done that yet, I would encourage you to do that, to pray and ask God to lead you in your life and to invite Him to speak to you and to lead you forward, that He can take control of your life. Because when He is in control, you can trust Him, you can relax, and you can take a nap in the boat with Jesus. You don't need to worry about the storm, but you can relax, you can take a nap. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today, and I hope that that's a great encouragement in your life. So I would like to challenge you with that, to take steps in faith and to trust in God. Trust that He's with you no matter the circumstances, because I know and I've seen in my life that when I trust in Him, He will sort out everything, no matter how big the problems seem, no matter how big the challenges are. God is there and He's moving before you. So be blessed and have a great rest of your day. See you soon. Yeah, so we finished the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that you learned how to play. If not, you can also ask someone to explain again when you see the game and try it out. You always learn by doing it. So it's a really fun game and we really enjoy it every time we play together. It's always a different person who wins, usually.
Yeah, it's never the same result every time. It can happen, but most of the time Amanda wins, as you saw today.
Always.
But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys like this game, and I hope that you will try this game out. It's really fun with families. But yes, thank you for being with us today, and hope to see you soon again. And have a safe time together with your family. Stay safe, and may God bless you all.
Bless you and see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.